We have seen so many young girls who get into marriage when they don't even know where they are going to. They don't even know what they are getting into, especially in African countries. You see a young girl of 13, 14. The parents are giving her out for marriage. This child is not even mentally ready. This child is not even mature enough to decide for him or herself. We will send them out for marriage. Poor communication, financial stress, and lack of commitment are some of the major reasons why most marriages fail today. You can agree with me that in recent days, many divorces come up on daily basis, some barely months after marriage, some barely years, some barely just few days. Why are so many people getting divorced? In today's video, we are going to look at 8 reasons or 8 factors that are greatly sending people to early divorce, or 8 factors why most marriages keep failing. Let's look at the first one, which is communication breakdown, like total lack of communication. When there is no communication, the environment becomes so toxic. Imagine in an environment where every unresolved problems keep coming back. No dialogue, no means of communication. What do you expect? Nothing more than breakdown. So, in a situation where communication is a problem, or in a situation where dialogue is a problem, it is very, very normal for that relationship or that marriage to fail. That is one point. Poor communication or total lack of communication in a relationship. Our next point is about lack of commitment. Yes, when no effort is being made to keep renewing that bond, to keep making it to look real, to keep making it to look new, like every moment, every minute, it's supposed to be the same. So when that commitment is missing, obviously the outcome is a breakdown. So in a situation where there is no commitment, that relationship or marriage is bound to come to a standstill. That's our second point. Our point 3 is financial stress. You are going to accept with me that financial issues is one of the major causes of failures in marriage. Financial stress. When you are not able to meet up financially, other matters will come in. Imagine having an issue you were to resolve, but because of financial constraint, you are not able to do it. Misunderstanding is going to come in. So many marriages are failing or are breaking down because of financial stress. It leads to pressure. When you think or when you see something you were supposed to do, but you are unable to do it because of finance, you see the pressure starts mounting in. And any moment, anything can happen, which can be a failure in your marriage or in your relationship. So financial stress is one of the major reasons that most marriages fail. And the next one, or the 4th point, is unrealistic expectations. You know, some people expect more, like extremely more, from their partners or from their spouse. When you expect what cannot be given to you, it becomes unrealistic. Imagine staying with someone who can barely give you 3 square meals. You are expecting him or her to provide you maybe a car, maybe a jet, maybe a big house. Like that lifestyle that others are living, forgetting to know what surrounds you. That's an unexpected, it's like an illusion. Some relationships or marriages fail because of this. Fail because of this. You are expecting something that is unreal, expecting something that cannot even be possible. It is one cause, because I know people who separated because of such reasons. Oh, on Valentine's Day, this person did this, but me, you didn't do that. On Women International Day, this person did that, but me, you didn't. So you are expecting, in some cases though, the means might be there, but the other person does not want to fulfill. But in some cases, it's like an impossibility because the means is not even there. Our next point will be related to distance relationship. Yeah, maybe because of work, because there's some partners that live in different places. Maybe the husband is working in the east, the wife is in the south, another person in the west, another. So those distances at times is a major problem because you are not able to meet up with the needs of the next person. It becomes a problem. From the beginning, you might try to manage it, but in the long run, it becomes a big problem and it can cause failure or breakdown in that marriage. Some marriages fail because of such distance relationships. It is a problem, especially when both parties cannot really understand themselves, like cannot really come up with something that can suit both of them. So that's another reason why some marriages or relationships are bound to fail. Long distance, walking apart, living apart. Our very next point is about inequality and lack of partnership. When you stay with somebody who doesn't feel like you value him or her, it's like they are less valued. Or maybe at times, tasks are not shared, or chores are not shared accordingly or equally. The other person feels like he or she is cheated. Imagine in the situation where at the end of the month we have bills to pay and it becomes something of a 90% / 10 or 80 / 20. The next party might feel at times overused or like being cheated. So these are small issues that we tend to ignore, but which might also lead to a failed relationship or marriage. It's good to consider. It's good to consider your choice, your target in the house as a couple is very important. One person shouldn't feel cheated. You know, our financial entry or our entries might not be the same, but we can better manage it in such a way that the other person won't feel different. So it's something to sit on the table and talk about it. That is another reason that is really affecting most marriages today. If you have watched up to this moment, I want to say thank you. Welcome to Modesty in Favor. Here I share videos on business ideas, motivation, mindset, and every little thing about me, my daily activities. You are welcome to subscribe. You are welcome to like this video, to share this video. It might serve somebody somewhere. Let's move on to our very next point. And here comes the very big and most reason why most marriages fail: infidelity from both parties. Do you know what it means to be betrayed by the person you love? To be betrayed by the person you entrust your heart on? Infidelity It's like a wound in marriage that you cannot heal it. At times we will say, oh, I forgive you, but the trauma will stay. You cannot forget it, especially when you get them in the act. It's a little bit different when it's just like a flying news, but when you see as a reality, it is very, very unforgivable. Most marriages fail or relationships break down because of infidelity, and it keeps growing in our society. The rate at which infidelity is growing in the society is alarming. On both parties, it's alarming. We really need to sit back. Look at the days of our parents, our forefathers. They were living so peaceful, so understanding. There was polygamy. We came today, we say no polygamy, one monogamy, this, that. But at the end of the day, we make infidelity to become the order of the day. What do you expect? Can that relationship stand? That is a big blow. It is a betrayal, which is really, really unforgettable. It's forgivable, it's unforgettable. That is the major problem. The major reason for most failures in marriages today. And the society really needs to stand up against this one. We need to unite and stand against it and fight it. And the very, very last point why most marriages fail is about getting married at a very, very young age. We have seen so many young girls who get into marriage when they don't even know where they are going to. They don't even know what they are getting into, especially in African countries. You see a young girl of 13, 14. The parents are giving her out for marriage. This child is not even mentally ready. This child is not even mature enough to decide for him or herself. We will send them out for marriage. Once they become mature, once their eyes shine, that marriage is bound to fail. Some might have done it and succeeded, but majority are crushing. We are supposed to let people get mature physically and mentally before we walk them into marriage. Remember, marriage is the only school where you get graduated before you start the course. Like your certificate is being handed ahead of the course. You can imagine how complicated it is. Every other course, certificates are being handed after the course. But you see marriage, it is handed ahead of it. Why? It is a major reason to think about. You need to really think about it. Early marriages, sending out kids for marriage, is causing failure, is causing chaos, misunderstandings, which leads the relationship most of the time to fail. So we are going to end with that point. That is our 10 points why marriages fail. All these factors are interrelated. One might lead to the next, and at the end of the day, it can be financial stress, it can be poor communication, it can be early marriage, it can be infidelity. One can lead to the other, and at the end of the day, failure in marriage will be inevitable. So let's reunite, let's stand together and fight this syndrome, which is spreading so fast across the world today. Let's stand together and make things better. If this video added value to you, if this video made you think about not quitting. Or if this video boosted you, don't forget to comment in the comment section, like it, share it, subscribe to my channel for more. Remember, on my channel I share videos on business ideas, my everyday life, motivation, like everything, all in one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your patience. Thanks to all my returning viewers. Thanks to those who have always been there for me. I love you guys. Until next time, stay blessed.